Hey there everyone, and welcome to another Krozzfyre cast. I am Krozzfyre. This introduction is getting a bit lame now, and I'm going to have to come up with something better than this. But I'm Krozzfyre, and this is a cast, so welcome to Krozzfyre casts. Let's get this game underway. Now, having said that I haven't cast a Minsk Pocket replay, that's all I seem to be doing. I was playing Minsk Pocket replays. But introducing to you, only FARTO is real. It's a true story, only FARTO is real. Everything else is completely made up and fictionary. But he's posted this. He's posted this on the code2.org replays section. He's a bit of a character. He's got a bit of humor around him, and he's going to be playing as the austere this game. We'll see what he goes up, what he can put up against fun. Introducing fun. So he's down here playing as Soviet. He's going to go for his support weapon straight away. He's made no sort of hint at not going for MGs, as in his bulletins. I think he had 3 MG bulletins. So I guess we'll be seeing some Maxims coming out. Makes sense, right? So with this kind of build, something you can do if you choose is to send, instead of building this building straight away, you can get a conscript squad straight first and go and cap your first point out here with your engineers, and then retreat them straight back to actually build a building. You can build a building right down here if you don't want to retreat, because it saves you a little bit of time then as well. The reason for doing that is you'll have the extra conscript squad on the field, so you'll be able to start capping up straight away. And you also have the added income of having this point as well, because by the time you build that building, you should have enough to get that Maxim out, or whatever you choose to get out of that building. And like I say, it doesn't really offset the timing of the Maxim hugely, but it kind of does, because if you want to get the Maxim out straight away as your first unit to go and encounter their MG42, then the timing of it, they'll have their MG42 out before your Maxim if you go that way. But he's going for double Maxim build anyway, straight away. So we will see if he is going to be able to pull this off on Minsk Pocket. Let's swap back over onto only FARTO is real, because I like saying his name. His name gives me tingles in my tummy. And he's gone for a Grenadier into an MG, so it's kind of standard opening. He's banking up quite a bit of manpower. I think he's just going to wait to sort of see what he's encountering before he decides to commit to his next unit. So now it's been revealed that his Maxim is out, which means there's no chance of a scout car, no chance of flamers coming anytime soon. Just decides to retreat the Grenadier squad off straight away, because he was about to get pinned. He didn't want to take any more unnecessary damage. But like I said, he's been revealed now. He's going to go for a sniper, which is a... I mean, there's a lot of people who say that the German snipers suck. It's not true. I mean, it's still as effective as the Soviet sniper. It's only obviously that there's only one man in the squad that really, you're a bit at a risk. But if you've got good micro and if you know how to use your snipers well, you'll be able to keep that guy alive. And he's just, like I say, he's just as good as the Soviet sniper. So now down here we see the pioneers of FARTO doing some nice little barbed wire play down here. So he's going to be able to deny this entire region. And like I say, the cutoff for this place is huge. He has to go all the way up and around here just to get in there. So his MGs won't be able to get in and do anything up in this point. So that's some clever little play there by FARTO. Some Company Heroes 1 style. I say it's Company Heroes 1 style because you see a lot more barbed wire in Company Heroes 1. That said, these maps are still very new for people, so there's still a lot of positioning sort of questions and things like that of where the barbed wire would be most effective. But you can see the fuel point is under pressure, and Fun is able to decap it, but he's got the sniper out in the field now. Sniper's going to start picking away at him. He's got a great flank on the Grenadiers, but the other Maxim, which is very well covering his flank, is going to start denying this Grenadier any of his ability to move, and he's going to have to quickly retreat on out of there. But meanwhile, the sniper is just picking up a couple of kills. 3 kills now on this Maxim. This MG42, if he places it, yeah, he does. He places it nicely because you'll be within the fuel lens. You'd be able to start decapping while these guys run away. And he's got a strong presence on the left side. He's only got the pioneers out over here, but they've done a good job of barbed wiring up this place and capping up as well. But he is missing the fuel slightly. Now, the sniper and the MG42 is going to be able to take care of pretty much any support weapon that he does get out. There's a nice flank coming up from this Maxim, but unfortunately there's an MG42 down for FARTO, so we had thought ahead and planned for that, and he's able to pin this Maxim straight off. And the sniper, like I say, has just got a field day. He's got a turkey shoot of which body do I shoot that first, you know? So the sniper is going to get some dead good veterancy pretty soon, pretty quickly. This MG42 is actually struggling quite a bit now against the Maxim. Maxim is more powerful than the MG42, so if you set them up in a head-to-head fight, the MG42 usually comes out on the worst, especially when you're this close as well. So hopefully the sniper can get this one last kill and take this mortar down. No, unfortunately misses the shot. As he is retreating, he has reduced incoming accuracy, and this Maxim gets on out of there as well. So whilst there has been good early pressure from these Maxims, now that they've retreated, now is the opportunity for FARTO to get right back in this match, get right down the throat of the Soviet if he so chose. The Maxim is going to be able to cap up the middle point and then probably retreat, I guess, because he's very low, unless he's going to be getting a tier 2 anytime soon. Let's have a little look now. So he hasn't actually upgraded his tier 1 yet either. He's gone for a slightly heavier tier 1. It's not huge tier 1, but now he is. You can see now he's actually upgrading the battle phase 1. So I guess we'll see a half track out soon. A half track would be nice in this environment, where there's lots of support weapons that you can flank with the flamer, and also keep his guys out there. And there's a well placed mine there from his opponent. Fun. Nothing fun about that for those Grenadiers, who two of them writhing around the floor, struggling in pain. But the MG42 is going to be able to set up on this Pioneer squad, sorry, excuse me, the Combat Engineer squad, and he's going to be able to force these off quite easily. Yeah, there you go. So he's now got a strong opening on the right hand side as well. He's got this nicely sort of defended off just with the barbed wire alone for now. But like I say, he's made a push into this right hand side, and if he can have both control of both the munitions, it's going to offset the lack of fuel that he had early. That amount of munitions coming in for an austere player is sweet as, because like I say, the 120 munitions for the half track upgrade for the flamer is a lot. And each of these guys, the rifle nades, are more expensive than Molotov counterparts, as they cost 20 each, and Molotovs only cost 15. And also the upgrade then for the LMG, which is great against infantry, is 60 munitions. Again, it's quite a steep cost, but we can see now that these Maxims have been reinforced, and they're moving their way back on up into the field, right back to the field. They're just walking straight around this unfortunate MG42, who's capping up the midpoint, and they're able to go straight for the mortar, straight for the jugular. But whilst the sniper is a little bit too far away to help out, he is moving up now, but this mortar squad will have to retreat. But he's got a good flank with this MG42. This MG42 is going to open up this Maxim. Maxim can't do much about it because he's going to, unless he moves right now, I don't think he can. Well, he's not going to anyway. But this other Maxim squad is going to move on in. So now this guy's in some great trouble, and he sees that, and he gets straight on out of there. But his other MG42, okay. So there's a little battle of the emplacements. Who's got the better positioning? Who's got the better attention to the mic? I mean, there's always a ticking. It's like a ticking clock above fun, simply because the sniper is there. The sniper is able to just pick away as much as he's got now 11 kills. On the right hand side, we see the Grenadiers and encounter another Maxim. So now 4 Maxims out then for fun. Well, there's going to be 3 very shortly. As he moves, no, so the sniper takes down 1. He's going to be able to recover that with these, which I would do. He'd recover this with these Pioneers, because like I say, it's denying his opponent, but it's also then boosting his own army. He can just easily enough go back, and for 60 manpower to reinforce the squad. So it's an MG for 60 munitions essentially. Now the Maxim moves right into the face of this machine gun. He's not going to have a great day, because the sniper is going to keep on picking away. Now the mortar is coming in as well, but I believe that is something for war off. Yeah, I believe that mortar strike actually came from this unit down here then, so this actually belongs to the Soviet guys. So he's trying to pick away at the sniper. Mortars can do a good job against snipers, because they will just one-shot them, but you need to be able to land it. You know, you need to have a good stroke of luck to land it on the sniper. Again, he's just trying to put as much pressure on this field point as possible. He just wants to deny the capping of it. Unfortunately, he's just a little bit out there. He's now in the... no, he's set up just outside. This is one of those unfortunate things. When you set up, you generally tend to set up on the very edge, because you want to get there as soon as humanly possible. You need to set up in the actual territory, though. Because if you're on the edge, it's the machine gun that's facing over, you need like a foot in. It's kind of like tennis rules. And unfortunately, this other Maxim is probably going to go down now as well to the sniper fire, and his own mortar again. I think it's his own mortar doing that. I could be wrong. There is, yeah, okay, there is a mortar up as well for only FARTO, who is now pushing forward with his flamed up half track, who should be able to start eating alive some of these setup troops who are not able to counter any vehicles whatsoever, unless he has a pack on the field. Let's have a little look. No pack on the field. He does have the guards coming up, so there is a soft counter for this half track, but in the meantime he's going to be able to just dominate and go wherever he wants. More mines going down, we've just seen that. That's just been revealed. There's a mine there for fun. So the correct response now would be to upgrade his Pioneer squads with the hazard removal package. Okay, didn't realize it was called that. But that is going to be able to detect those mines, unless he decides to run over them, which he really shouldn't, because there's no need to run over them if you know where they are. But this Maxim squad is actually dangerously close to them. Like I say, you've seen them sort of going down here. I do believe he finished them. Let's have a little look just to make sure he did. Yeah, he did finish them. Look, so they're right there. So this, yeah, this Maxim's playing with the devil a little bit there. Half track encounters a nice MG. He's going to be able to do a great amount of damage, push him off, deny the cap. If he's going to start flaming it anytime soon anyway. The other thing you can do with mines, guys, just to so you know, you can either mortar them or you can try and attack ground them as well. So with flamers do work quite well as most sort of vehicle shots. Okay, being buttoned now by this half track whilst he's right in front of the Maxim. So he, unfortunately, the button doesn't last long enough, and this Maxim is probably going to go down. The guards do get a few nice shots off on the half track though, so he is down to less than half health. So he's going to need to repair that as soon as he can. FARTO, again, he's gone for the Panzer Grenadiers, but he's upgraded them straight away. I have an issue with this, and the issue is there's no vehicles on the field at all that he knows of. So it's a very premature upgrade, and he could have just kept them unupgraded and be able to do more infantry damage than he is doing right now. I mean, it's good, I guess, in terms of prevention. He's sort of making his opponent think, well, I can't get vehicles now because his Panzer Grenadiers with upgraded Streks. Well, not really. I mean, his opponent can just keep on getting more infantry if he so wanted to, you know. But we do actually, okay, now we see a T-70. Now the Panzer Grenadiers are actually going to have to get out of there. What I would like to see him do is try and chase down a little bit more of this T-70, but it's stuck behind a tree, which means he's going to be safe. The sniper legged it as well. He did not want to get stuck in a battle with a T-70. You see a mass retreat coming out of FARTO, just getting everything out of there. Does not want to fall prey to the T-70 and its antics. So, with the revelation of the T-70, now what that means is, well, there's actually a pack gun already on the field for FARTO. So if he did actually go for that chase with the T-70, it would have been some shots, probably gone down as well. But you can just use his T-70 for control now. What I'd like to see him do is use the T-70 to make a foothold in the left-hand side. The left-hand side has been largely ignored by Fun. So if he can get that T-70 over there and just like a Pioneer squad, sorry, or Combat Engineer squad, just something like that, just so we can repair up the T-70 if needs be, then he's going to have a good pressure back on. He's using his mortar to cap up, but that's fine because he's seen everything was in mass retreat. And then if he can take either this point or even this point here, then this point will actually cut off the fuel, but I mean that's deadly close to the base. I very much doubt he can actually get that. But if he gets this cut off, at least he's going to be denying the income from the munitions there, and also this standard territory point. T-70 is not deciding. Oh, he's actually in the viewing mode. Let me have a little showing him to Fun so I can show you. So yeah, he's got his combat mode on, so we can see he's got a much larger radius of vision. You can see how much the vision is, but he can't shoot right now. Now he's decided to take it off, but unfortunately he's just seen the pack, walk straight into the pack, walk straight into the Panzer Grenadiers. So that's going to be a very, very disappointing T-70. Did not get any of the damage out that he really needed to do with it. He didn't get anything done with it at all, to be honest. And he's gone straight into a T-34, but I mean, he's revealed that he's gone for Tier 2. You can see. Again, on this map, it just seems to be machine gun spamming. But it works, you know, it works quite effectively. More squad, yes, very rightly so. He's going to get straight on out of there. He's got nothing to offer those Panzer Grenadiers, apart from his own life, which he doesn't want to give. What are you doing, Maxim? Maxim, you could have turned. You could have turned, Maxim. But I guess there is the impeding army of MGs running down the middle. Let's swap back to FARTO. I like saying his name. It's reminds me of when I was 6. Anyway, half track can do some damage now if he just wants to roll on down in here. We see that he's gone for the 120 mil. Okay, so he does get buttoned. So that's kind of a lucky button because I think he was about to hit one of those mines that was around here. But he eats a lot of damage from both the Maxim and the guards. He backs right on out of there. He's able to live for another day. Wow, an excellent shot coming down from that 120mm mortar. I was about to say, it's been revealed that he's gone for that tactic, that commander with the 120mm mortar. So he's got the call-ins for the T-34s, which makes me question his choice of going around Tier 3 a little more. If he'd gone for Tier 4, he'd have been able to have the Su-85s backing up his call-ins. Veterancy 1 now on this mortar squad with 4 kills. The guard's very low, going to have to move on out of there. MG is going to try and find a nice position to set up on, but his fuel is uncapped. This is what Fun has been very good at. Fun hasn't paid much attention to either of the sides, but he's continuously harassed this fuel point for FARTO. That said, okay, another nice mortar landing right there, taking out another squad then, so that mortar squad goes straight down. T-34 is going to try and have a little dance through this pack He is getting some nice damage. The T-34s do some good infantry damage. It's not just vehicle damage they do. So he's going to toy around with it. Hopefully he can kill it off, which will mean he has a bit more freedom about in the field. But the Panzer Grenadier is going to come in and have some words with him. Because he's upgraded 2 now. He's upgraded 2 Panzerschreck squads. What happens with the Panzer Grenadiers when they die? If you've got a squad of 4, you'll get 2 Panzerschrecks. If you lose one guy, it's not going to be the Panzerschreck guy. If you lose the second guy, it's not going to be the Panzerschreck guy. So your last 2 people will always have the Panzerschrecks left. Therefore, you know when you're going to drop them, essentially, which is handy, because some of the other troops don't have that. Another T-70 out for fun now, so he wants to try and push the fuel dominance that he's had as much as he can, whilst he can as well. So the Flamer half-track is now countered, essentially, so he's not going to be able to just run it in there and do tons of damage. Packen dangerously low on health. I'm assuming he's going to try and want to wheel that back into his base a little bit if he can, just to reinforce it, to give it a bit more staying power, or he can use his half-track, but no, he's going to wheel it on back, just to keep it safe. So the mortar's doing a great job for fun now, really sort of keeping him pinned back, so the heavy support play is starting to pay off a little. I mean, I don't see the use or the advantage really much of all of the bulletins that he went for these machine guns. I don't know if they're really paying off for him, but he's doing a good job. He's like I say, he's held the mid very well, and because he's held the mid, he's been able to hold his part of the right-hand side and the left-hand side. These Panzer Grenadiers, again, I just question that he's upgraded 2 of them straight away, because he doesn't have the anti-infantry that he could have had. A very nice mortar shot landing on top, doing a bit of damage to the half-track. And again, these Panzer Grenadiers, just because they're upgraded with Shreks, they're not doing anything. You know, there's 4 Shreks there, and there's none of those little Tommy guns they have. Don't know if they're Tommy guns, guys. They're just automatic rifles, submachine guns, whatever they are, you know. But because there's 2 vehicles out, FARTO is going to struggle with this half-track and getting them out into the field until he can get some armor of his own out. I mean, like I say, he's banking quite a bit of fuel, but he's using a lot of munitions, manpower, excuse me, just reinforcing reinforcing the Panzer Grenadiers and things. The Panzer Grenadiers aren't reinforcing right now, so this is good from him, is because he really needs to save his manpower and use his manpower wisely to get out this P4, which he is doing, and now he can start now we can start to actually reinforce his Panzer Grenadiers. We can see he's just chosen his commander. He's gone the Opel truck commander, so he's going to be able to start strafing these guys as well. He does have a little bank of munitions. He's going to be able to start strafing. He can get his Opel truck out to boost his income, because he needs it for the fuel income, just to try and match his opponent. But the half-track's going to move in against this overextended machine gun. The machine gun was doing an okay job, but he just needed a bit more of a force from here. But this is spelling, you know, this is crying for more. Oh, the mortar actually went down. Okay, I didn't realize he lost his mortar. T-70 now on a nice little flank. He needs to get these Panzer Grenadiers into the fray as soon as he can. Meanwhile, this machine gun is going toe-to-toe with this Maxim. He's going to push off the Maxim. What he really wants is to try and throw this half-track down here and start doing a lot of damage, but he can't. He's afraid of that T-34, and very rightly so. He can't do anything until he gets the P4 out in the field to actually support it. Kind of a lucky and unlucky crit there. He actually abandoned it before the second Panzerschreck actually finished it off. If he just had it just as abandoned, you'd be able to recruit that, and it would have been would have spelled disaster really for Soviet player. MG42 upgrade going down on the Panzer IV, which is good to see, because he's going to do some great infantry damage now. We do see that he's calling in for the strafing run just to land down straight on top of here, so he's going to be able to pin these guards. You see, or suppression actually coming from the MG, and these guys get, one gets automatically pinned. They both get automatically pinned actually. Now the T-34 out is combating with the Panzer IV, taking some rear armor shots, but it's not doing a huge amount of damage. Unfortunately, the T-34 is completely outclassed by the Panzer IV in this stage of the war. And only the SU-85 can really do some significant damage. I would have chased. He is chasing. There's only one shot, and if you can kill it, shot. Can you get the shot? No, now he needs to stop chasing. Now he's going too far. Because this becomes dangerous territory when it comes, you know, there could be mines about, there could be an 80 gun in weight, and we do see that there's another T-34, so he would have been able to be rammed and completely outclassed if he so chose to do it. You know, I'd love to have seen him do a ram with this and finish him off with a very low health troop, but the Panzer IVs are able to move on in and just take a look at all. I mean, more support weapon dropping. I don't know where it is today, but there's so many support weapons dropping. And the half-track did go down. I did miss that, unfortunately. I believe it went down to one of the T-34s. But he needs to get, if he gets another half-track out and just keeps his pioneers alive, he just doubles his army size instantly. I mean, it does reduce your manpower income. The more of your pop cap you have, the less of the manpower you get for the upkeep. But just having that force available to you is huge, and I would definitely recommend it. So these Shreks are now going to start teeing off on this guy. He gets a good crit off, so he's unable to ram anymore. So that T-34 is completely and utterly pooed. There you go, down he goes. Panzer Grenadier is going to take the kill. So he's just going to be able to roll the P4 back and repair it up. And this is the problem with going to tier 3 with this commander. The T-34s that you get from the building aren't as strong as the ones that you get from the call-in, but obviously the call-in is quite a bit more expensive. But if you have tier 4 rather than tier 3, they complement the Su-85 so well. So if you just had an Su-85 out now, you would have been able to challenge this Panzer IV a lot more. The Panzer Grenadiers would have done a number on his Su-85, but if he kept it alive, kept the Maxims alive to be able to keep them away, then he would have been a lot better off than he is now. So Panzer Grenadiers with Shreks are going to go up against this Maxim and find themselves in a sticky situation and just have to leg it on out of there because they want to fight another day. Good on you guys. We do see he's recruited one of the... no, that was his own one already. And this is other Maxim as well. Again, I made a little mention in the previous cast. Just do something about these. Don't leave them about. Either destroy them, mine them up, or recruit them yourself. But always try and do something with them, especially now like there's a slight lull in the combat. What he could have done is use the P4 to go and destroy them all. But now he's left it, and it's actually in a good position because this T-34 is going to be able to start... no, the T-34 is in a great position because he's actually blocking the line of sight here. Don't chase it with your P4. Don't chase it with your P4. Okay, the reason I said don't chase it with the P4 is because I'd assumed that Fun would have got a... okay, so he's got the second one as well, actually. So he's able now, if he wants to, just go ahead straight on in, ram the P4, and then flank it with his other remaining T-34 and just pick away at it over time. But there is a pack gun coming up to support his Panzer IV, which is a great choice. Ooh, a damaged engine crit, and here comes the ram, but the ram is right in front of this pack gun. The pack gun is very easy to be able to take out this T-34 if you want to, but he's got the right focus. He's taken out the one that's doing the damage and threatening his unit. Unfortunately, he had that shot off whilst his line of sight was missing. P4 is going to keep legging it away, and he could actually make it away. The P44 needs to change his target. Change your target straight away. This is not the one you wanted to be focusing on. That one was dead in the water anyway. You could pick that one out at any time. He's going to get the side shot off. No, he gets a frontal armor shot, but the P4 no, he's not actually collecting with his T-34. He's trying to take out the AT gun first before he moves on to the Panzer IV. So if you can keep this micro up, if you can keep it away from the pack gun for long enough, he might be able to pull this off. But there is another P4 building as well. So it's very tense, very sort of close as what could happen. I mean, this guy is he goes down, look. Now the P4 is struggling, but the other P4 is going to come on the field, but he's a little bit far away. I mean, if he hits one more shot, I guess, one or two more shots, then he's definitely going to be down. Panzer Grenadier struggling to get in time. And he gets destroyed engine out of control. There we go. So down. Oh, but he gets the last shot off! Wow. Alright, so that T-34, that was the T-34 that could, you know, he went for it big time. He managed to take out that P4 and the pack-in that had veterancy on it. Now those T-34s are looking like they're starting to pay off because he's had the fuel advantage as well. He's able to spam them out, and you can't really do that as well with the Panzer IVs, especially when you haven't had your fuel for very long. So it's well played by Fun so far. He's like I say, he's really focusing on the fuel, just denying the fuel, and he's been able to keep FARTO right near his base for quite some time in the game. But these machine gunners are now in a bit of trouble. The Panzer IV is going to be able to start kiting around them and start to picking them off. And obviously they can't do any damage against them at all themselves. So yeah, they just have to sort of move back. I like some, yeah, I was about to say, I like seeing some of them capping up, which they are. This guy's going to go and cap this point, which is a great point to deny because it is half of a cutoff for the fuel. On manual over here, we do see this MG42 is being flanked by the combat engineers, and it might go down to it as well. Veterancy 1, losing a Veterancy 1 MG42 is never fun. Losing anything with Veterancy is never fun. Only fun is fun. And only FARTO is real. Oh, guys, just your names alone have brightened my day. Thank you very much for that. And this game is proving to be a bit of a good one as well. So as P4 is going to start charging on in here, it's going to hope to get some crushing kills on the stray guys that are standing around. If not, then the MG42 certainly will pick up some kills. We see the... okay, so the MG42 actually survived. So he must have been able to get the turn on it quick enough on those engineers, get them out. But meanwhile, P4, like I say, he's just having a bit of a weird time. He's unchallenged at the moment. let's have a little look at Fun to sort of see what he's going, what he's getting, and how he's looking. So just one more T-34 out now. He has controlled the field for quite a bit, but I mean his army is pretty small. He just lost too many T-34s, so he's not doing well, and he's just trying his best just to hold the middle for as long as he can. But like I say, if we looked at FARTO's army is actually on the increase, is on the up, despite not having the map control that his opponent has. So he's been a lot better at preserving his units, a lot better at taking out his opponent's units as well. So now we'll see a little sort of counter push out to see if FARTO is going to be able to knock out this middle hard point that he has on the go. Look at this! Look at all these support weapons! So many support weapons. But that said, FARTO's actually got 4 units out in the field himself as well as the P4, so I didn't actually realise that he'd lost quite a lot of his own as well. So the P4 is going to talk to him. He does know that there's a Zisk gun here now, because obviously the barrage is coming in, or at least a Zisk gun, or if it's not an S276. It is a Zisk gun and a T-34. There's going to be a little bit of a problem as he gets a good flank off. Yes, he's in close enough, so the T-34 can't ram him anymore. So now the Zisk gun is completely useless because he's not firing at the right targets. The Panzer Grenadiers, despite just having Shreks, are going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to anyone who so chooses. You can get a bundle nade off from this mortar, I would, because it's so compact. Like a bundle grenade is going to wipe out everything if he threw it. He's got plenty of munitions, he should throw it. Marked vehicle going down on this P4, but you know, he's just trying to do it because he just wants to get some lucky shots off if he can with this Zisk gun. But I feel this could actually be the end of it. Wow, okay, so the pack gun goes down, the marked vehicle is kind of still wasted. And I think this is... Oh, okay, another pack gun coming in, so the marked vehicle is not wasted. Here comes the, I believe, strafing one. Yeah, the strafing one is coming down now, so he's able to start pinning these guys. But the Zisk gun, I mean, this is just poor positioning. He sort of went for it, and I think he might have just given up halfway. But he could have taken down this P4. If he took down this P4, it would have been a much tighter battle. Let's have a little look at his armies. I mean, he's still got plenty of MGs, he's still got plenty of infantry about. Yeah, but unfortunately, his micro precision isn't great. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos. If you look at the cone of arc on the Maxims and the field guns, they're quite narrow, so that the further back you are, the more of a chance you have of hitting your target. So if you can really wheel your AT gun away from the tank, then you'll have a greater chance of being able to set up in a positive firing arc. But anyway, this T-34, sorry, this Panzer IV now is going on a rampage. He's just killing stuff left, right, and center because he's completely and utterly uncountered thanks to the zero conscript tolerance of Fun. And that's going to be good game called from Fun. He was base pinned essentially by this Panzer IV, which meant that the entire of the map was forfeit to FARTO's troops. A good game, some good clinching moments there, and a nice introductory video for these two guys. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you guys might have learned something or enjoyed this cast, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys. Thanks.